time, but we've expanded. We used to be 24/7, now we're 25/8. And yes, it's true, we have been acquired by the Food Network, but not to worry, we're still #1 in news. Our new motto, all the news you can eat, even the news that's hard to swallow. And this is the inaugural episode of the Food News Network program, Food for Thought with Sandy Shores. Come on out here, Sandy. Hi, thank you. So foodies and newsies, grab your ingredients and prepare to make your own news. We'll just start first, and you dish up some dirt on a Republican candidate. How hard could that be? And then you take about a 5-minute segment of Fox News, and that's going to leave a bitter taste in your mouth. So you want to add like an ounce of Rachel Maddow. It goes a long way. And now here's the trick. This is my trick. I stir in a Chevy Chase episode. And, you know, you can choose, but in my humble opinion, 1978 was a great year for satiric news. And I keep a big jar of Chevy in my freezer at all times, just in case some poor, uninformed soul knocks on my back door and begs me, hey, what's new? I feed him a little Chevy. Now, what's new? I have a new side dish I can offer you. Here's what you do. You whip up about a quart of MSNBC. I mean, really whip it up. Until it's stiff and frothy. That's good. And then what you want to do is roll the whole thing out onto a 2-day-old New York Times. Roll it out carefully and roll it back across the counter till you get that perfect point counterpoint. And you're almost ready to encounter those pundits down at the corner wine bar. But wait, there's more. This is a special trick for making an over-the-top crowd pleaser. And I'm going to share my secret with you, and it's just between us, okay? You can eat it, but don't tweet it. At the very last minute, here's what you do. You tune in to NPR, or have a podcast of NPR, but keep it fresh, no more than 2 days old, and listen intently. Then pick out a few key morsels and serve up the entire dish with a dollop of haughty airs. It works every time. Now, as your evening progresses, you might want to invite everyone at the wine bar back to your place where you can be ready to dish out some more savory remarks. Now, if on the other hand, people drop by unexpectedly, don't you just hate that? Well, here's a way to put together a quick treat. You fill a nice serving dish with chips and quips. Things like, you could say something like, damn those North Koreans, now that bomb thing, can you believe it? I mean, your guests will swallow that one whole. But you want to avoid blending in too many half-assed assumptions, such as, I think they tried to bomb some country, like Japan or something like that, somewhere. Now, that kind of talk is just pure junk food, and nobody will swallow it from there. After dinner, as the evening grows late, serve up something light, such as a theory about Bart Simpson's high school experience when he got expelled. I mean, it's tasty, not tasteful, it's light on the palate, and it won't cause night indigestion. Now, I just want to say a word about binging. I know, I've been there. I used to stay up late listening to C-SPAN reruns. I blogged about Arianna Huffington's blog on blogging. I texted updates to my senators every few minutes, and they never returned them. Then I tried to go cold turkey, just memorizing the first script that Walter Cronkite ever read live on air, over and over. It does settle the stomach. So I want you to tune in next week. We're going to be preparing the perfect media frenzy souffle. But for now, I want you to promise not to cook up any more news for tonight. Clean up your workspace, slip those magazines under the bed, turn your computer screen to the wall, mute your cell phone. And try to get some sleep. Well, if that doesn't work, call me. Because I can get China's latest news flash, the American Happy Time Good Luck news station, on my kosher ham radio. And I serve it with half-baked ideas, diced with some finely chopped assumptions, and 1 or 2 minced words. Works every time. Nurse! you're not snoring. Riley, where's that goddamn nurse? You know, I gave up so much coming in here. You know, it was supposed to be constant care. Where's that nurse? I gave up my pride. I gave up my role as a husband and a father. I gave up my title of professor. What I didn't give up, of course, was Miss November. She's here with me. She's in the nightstand over there. When my granddaughter comes in, she'll open an issue and show me Miss November. You know, I love that staple right across her middle, that fold. I even love that. I love everything about her. And my granddaughter, she had the nerve to bring me Miss December. Oh, now I'm a loyal man. Miss December did nothing for me. It was Miss November. That's who I love. That's who I sometimes think about. I remember, my God, that time Cubby Bear, that was his nickname. Theodore Bear was his real name. He had some kind of a contraption like a motorbike. He brought it up to the house there when Julie and I were visiting them. He rode it up there, making a big loud noise, like a fly buzzing, like a bee buzzing, even louder. And he looked over at Julia when he said, "Anyone here want to ride?" And my sweet bride, my Julia, jumped on the back of that motorbike and they went off. And I was stuck waiting there, holding a lemonade, watching a fly make its way around the honey-coated edge of that glass. I was stuck there, noticing my shoes were more scuffed than they used to be. I'd been missing my step occasionally, feeling my muscles going down on me, and waiting for the sound of that motorcycle to come back, and just waiting and trying to remember that time. Julia, she was, is that a fly? God damn, a fly in here again? This could fly into my ear and I wouldn't be able to stop it. But who is coming over the hill on the motorbike? It's not Julie at all, and you're going to have to stay tuned. Do I have another minute? One more minute. It is Julie. Wait, it's a woman. It's a woman. It's. Oh my God! It's her. It's Miss November. Miss November. Hi there, Al. You want to get on? No, you can move, Al. Are you kidding? Just hop on. All right then. I will. I'm going to hold this November just the way my wife held on to Cubby Bear. And we're going to go through the wind, and we're going to feel the rain on our faces. We're going to go through all kinds of weather. Just me and her around the bend. Oh my God, Miss November, look over there. Look at that woman. You know who that is? It's my mother. My mother at the age of 20, her hair is red and bright in the sunlight. My mother humming a tune like she used to when I was little. Miss November. Look at his my mother